Hi, I'm Vivian, and I've decided to start a perfume vlog to share with everyone my journey in perfume. It all started with me not having a drop of perfume left on my perfume counter. And I went to go out to buy perfume, and I was absolutely overwhelmed at what I saw. There were literally thousands of bottles of perfume. I didn't know if I should buy it online. I was worried about the authenticity of it. I didn't know if I wanted to pay department store prices. I didn't know if I should be looking in, designer fragrances, celebrity fragrances, niche fragrances, indie fragrances. I wanted to learn about the French houses and what are good houses, what are reputable houses. It just absolutely overwhelming. So I decided I needed to do some research in the perfume industry because I was going at it completely uninformed. So I started research, and when I say do research, I'm an economics professor, so when I do research, I really do research. I started reviewing perfume vlogs online. I started reading articles on perfume. I've read books on perfume. And the best book, in my opinion, is this book right here. This is The Essence of Perfume by Roja Dove. I love, love, love this book. It is very thorough. It takes you from the history of perfume all the way into bottle design. It takes you and walks you through the great French houses. It takes you through each decade with the most influential perfumes, which really caused me to become very curious on these perfumes. And I wanted to not only learn about the perfumes, but I wanted to experience these perfumes. If he's choosing, Roja Dove is a great nose, very well respected in the industry. He has his own line of perfumes called Roja Dove Perfumes. Very, very elite, very expensive. I can't afford them. But, and what we're going to be talking about is, what I'll do is I'll research a Roja Dove perfume or a high-end perfume and see if there's something that sells similar that's in my price range. And we'll talk about that as well. But I wanted to experience these perfumes. Okay, so when I went to the perfume counter, I would have a little bit more informed opinion on what a good perfume is. And that started the whole process. The whole goal of this vlog is to introduce everyone to the classic perfumes. I'm still learning from the vlog. I'm still watching different vloggers on perfume, still doing my own research on perfume. So I want it to be a learning process. In July of this year, and I've decided to start now because in July of this year, I'm going to Paris. And I've been to Paris a few times, but this is going to be like almost a perfume trip. And I'm going to go to the different houses, the French houses in Paris. And then I'm going to go down to Nice and then up over to Grasse, France. And Grasse, France is the fragrance capital of the world. And I'm very, very excited about this trip. So I want to start this vlog and review perfumes all the way up to the trip itself. Because I want all this documented because it's been such an amazing experience. I love perfume. It's the perfect pairing between art and science. It's not something that just smells pretty. Some of these fragrances that are created are masterpieces. And in fact, that's why I like watching the other vloggers. They share my passion for perfume. This is something I love to do, love to talk about. And part of the reason I'm doing the vlog is that my family members, my kids are so sick of me talking about perfume. But let me just show you a picture of Roja Dove. Here's Roja Dove. So he, good looking guy, right? But, looks pretty intense. Looks like a shrewd businessman. I don't know really a lot about his perfumes, like I said, because they're pricey, but his book is fantastic. So if you're going to start a journey, are you really interested in learning about the history of perfume, then start with this book, okay? Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is that when you go to the perfume counter, I see people making a lot of mistakes, okay? What they do often, and I've seen this several times, is they'll spray a piece of paper, smell it, it smells good, I'll take a bottle. That's a mistake. Perfume consists of top notes, middle notes, and base notes. The top notes are strictly a marketing tool, okay? They are gone within 5 minutes. So when you spray that piece of paper, smell it, and say, I like this smell, that's not the smell you're buying. It only lasts for 5 minutes. Okay, and that's a problem. What you want to do is, if you can use the piece of paper just to get the initial general idea of the perfume. Before you buy a perfume at the counter, spray it on your skin. And then walk around for an hour and a half. Okay, walk around for an hour and a half, do some shopping, go to a different store. That perfume is not going to sell out. Go to a different store and then see how that perfume evolves or devolves on your skin. If the scent disappears, you don't want to spend $150 on a bottle of perfume that's going to disappear in 45 minutes, okay? But then you know that you can buy that scent with confidence if you like that smell after about an hour and a half on your skin, okay? And really, the true base notes don't come in until about 2 hours. But I think you have enough experience with the perfume after an hour and a half, okay? That's been my experience, and it's saved me a few times. Now, I do want to discuss 2 perfumes today. Because again, the purpose of the vlog is to look back at the history of perfume. So many people today, and so many reviewers today say, oh, they only show perfumes that have been produced in the last 5 years. And that's a shame, okay? Because as we know, fashion recirculates. It just does. In Vogue magazine, I don't look through Vogue often, but when I do, I was shocked to see it's all the 80s fashion again. The 80s were about big hair, big shoulder pads, big powerhouse perfumes. It's all returned to us. I know, I was a child of the 80s. So if the fashions can return to us, why can't those great powerhouse 80 scents return to us? Okay, why aren't people buying those? If people don't want to smell like everyone else or don't want to smell like their grandmother, which I don't know why they don't, because those were great perfumes, which we'll discuss, but if they don't, instead of going forward into the very expensive Indian niche market, why not go backwards and test out some of those masterpieces that everyone used to wear but no one's wearing anymore? And that's the whole point of this vlog. I want to uncover some of these classics. I want everyone to give them a second chance because they absolutely are masterpieces for some, okay? And just as an aside, well, I'll get into that later. But let me just review a couple of bottles of perfume for you, okay? And I am going to start with probably one of the best houses in perfume. Of course, it's a French house. It's House Guerlain. We're going to start with Bleue, okay? This perfume was created in 1912 by Jacques Guerlain. This perfume is absolutely gorgeous. It's soft, it's velvety, it's sensual. To me, it relaxes me. When I wear this perfume, it relaxes me. I love it. Le Bleu means the blue hour. And Jacques Guerlain, this title, he called it this because he was walking along the Seine, and it was the hour just before night, but day was gone. So it was just after day, but not quite night. And the sky was blue. He was so in awe of the mood that put him in. He thought it was so beautiful. He said the only way he could replicate his feelings was through perfume. And that's what this is. He actually gave this to his wife Lily as a gift, and she wore it. This was her signature scent. It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, created in 1912 by House Guerlain. You can't go wrong. You can pick this up for about $40. So it's not going to break the bank. It's a unique smell. Total classic perfume, worth every penny. If you want to try it, if you don't want to blind buy it, I get it. But absolutely go to perfume counter and get a sample, or go online and get a sample of this because it's great. Also, Jacques Guerlain, we talked about top notes, middle notes, and base notes. The people in his perfume company, they loved the perfume, but they wanted him to add top notes. And he said he wouldn't pollute his fragrance with top notes. He said, my perfume is perfect the way it is. He wouldn't pollute his creation. And I have to respect that. This is why Guerlain is a great house. They don't compromise. Absolutely wonderful. Go, not try, but experience Le Bleu. It's absolutely fantastic. Again, created in 1912. You can pick it up for around $40. I bought this from fragrance.net, which I think overall online is the best and cheapest perfume outlet there is. And a lot of reviewers say they have problems with customer service. I don't. I've never had problems. In fact, I've had good experiences with them. But again, Guerlain, Bleue, give it a shot. You know, experience it. It's absolutely, again, the perfect marriage between art and science. Beautiful. And perfume is like winemaking. Okay, you change the ingredient a little bit, you change the blending, you get a totally different experience. The other perfume I want to talk about, I didn't go over the notes in that, but it's very soft, and let me just go over the notes in that. This starts off, there's carnation, violet, and iris in this perfume, and the base notes are, you can smell the sandalwood, the clove, the benzoin. Just love it. It's so soft, so beautiful. Now, the other perfume I want to talk about was also created in 1912. This is Quelques Fleurs. I'm actually wearing this today. It's a masterpiece. These are classic masterpieces. You have to experience these perfumes. Houbigant is the creator of this perfume. Houbigant was created in 1775. They made signature fragrances for both Queen Victoria and Marie Antoinette. That's how old Houbigant is. Okay, now this perfume, Quelques Fleurs, was created in 1912. Quelques Fleurs, I may be speaking too quickly. Quelques Fleurs was created in 1912, but it's still a very popular. You can buy this at Neiman's. If you go to Neiman's, this price is about $150 a bottle. I buy it on, I think I bought this on fragrance.net for about $45 a bottle. It's the same thing. It's authentic. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, what's unique about Quelques Fleurs is this was the first floral bouquet where no one flower note was dominant. It literally smells. You smell the bouquet. You smell jasmine. You smell lily of the valley in this, and it's like this perfect harmony of notes together. And the base notes, I have them down, are amber, sandalwood. Yeah, amber, sandalwood, tonka, and musk. Long-lasting. Absolutely gorgeous floral. In fact, I wore this the other day, and an older gentleman mentioned it to me. He goes, Vivian, you smell like Quelques Fleurs. He said, I'm surprised that perfume is still around. And he said it, he goes, it was a classic in its day. And he was right. Oh God, go try this. Again, I understand if you don't want to blind buy, but experience this perfume. It's absolutely an influencer. This perfume influenced the entire industry because then perfume evolved into not one note being dominated. It also put France at the center of perfume manufacturing. So hugely influential perfume by Houbigant. So we have Bleue by Guerlain, released in 1912, gorgeous, soft, sensual fragrance, and Quelques Fleurs by Houbigant, created in 1912 as well. Completely different perfumes, very floral, very soft and sensual, very different, but both you must experience if you're into perfume. Okay, well that was our first video. I'll be following up with other videos. I think I'm going to do House Robert Piguet next, and I will hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.